Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Fan Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
If you're a fan of comic books and comic book conventions, Daytona Beach Comic Con needs to be on your list of must-attend events. It's a show that actually focuses on comic books. Imagine that! This year's event is happening on Saturday, September the 6th, and Sunday, September the 7th. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. There's a new convention in town, and it's sure to be mega fun without the mega expense. Comics, toys, collectibles, pop culture. ShadowCon, Saturday, February 1st, 2025 in Orlando, Florida. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. If you find yourself in the Orlando area, and let's be honest, doesn't everyone come to Orlando for the House of Mouse? Head over to Coliseum of Comics to get your comic book fix. Be sure to check out their location on East Colonial Drive, where they carry a wide selection of independent comics, including Silverline books. Stop by and don't forget to tell them Silverline sent you. Hey, if you're an independent comic creator looking to get your comic printed, look no further than Kablam Digital Printing. They print our comics and do a fantastic job. They can even print special edition covers. When you reach out to them, be sure to tell them Silverline sent you.
Hi, this is Tim TK, host of That Silverline Show on Tuesday. Join us at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday night as we discuss pop culture and the joys of making comics.
Hi, I'm Barb Kilber, co-host of Silverline's Wednesday Wham. Join us each Wednesday nights as we discuss comics, literature, movies, and anything else that may catch our attention.
I'm Roland Mann, and I host Silverline's Silver Sunday. Join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we make mine Silverline.
Are we coming in?
All right.
There we go. Hey!
Here we
Oh!
go. We're here.
And
All right, welcome
conspiracy
to
continues.
another Wednesday Wham. We made
Wham!
it
Bam! Thank you, ma'am.
despite the universe trying to hide us. We are here on Wednesday. I am Cassisi Harris. You can call me Kaz, one of the co-hosts here at Silverline, a writer. Did little issue of Trump's in the Christmas issue. Got something coming up. Silverline Team Up Volume 2 in the works. Almost done with issue 1. And then there's another secret project that I will be excited to announce when I can. Yep, there's Trump's over there. Awesome book. I am joined by two awesome folk. And for those who don't know,
Who are those?
I know you guys are gonna tell me. All right, so we're gonna start with. We're gonna go this way this time. We're gonna start down.
Okay. Oh,
Who are you, good sir? Who are you?
I am Rob Davis. I've been in the comics industry started out as a letterer. Then I was an inker. Then I was a penciler. But I worked on projects ranging from the ancient past with Merlin all the way to the future with Star Trek. But I'm hooked up with Silverline now and Twilight Grimm.
Darn right.
Which issue 2 or 3 is in comic stores now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and just last month the orders, it was in previews, ready for you to order. So check your comic book shop. If they haven't ordered Twilight Grimm, tell them to do it. Do it now. Do it after the show's over.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Who we got?
All right. Hello. I am the colorist on the wonderful book Wolf Hunter. Right there. I did these wonderful things. This wonderful colors here. Let's see if we can get that. Does the light catch that? Yeah. So I did Wolf Hunter and the colors and did the 3 different covers, and I just finished Wolf Hunter 2 a while ago, and I just saw the version with the text applied, and it reads and looks fantastic.
Cool.
So so that was the editorial process that was being done there, and it is looking really, really, really good.
Awesome.
I was shocked at how they made a train story exciting. Everything moves at a nice fast clip. It's like the dialogue is snappy. It's excellent. So I'm excited for that. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we got a few.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and I'm Martin, by the way. So just in case you forgot to see that part.
Well, it's also right here. Like I'm Rob Davis. So yeah.
All right. We got a few hellos in the chat from Geekman. How are you doing? Hopefully you can interact with us tonight. We got trivia going, so I'm expecting you guys to chime in. And then we got one from Bloodline. Hi and good evening. Why are we here tonight?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, so Kaz, before you keep going, we're just going to send our hearts out to Barb.
Yes.
And,
yes. I'm glad you
missing
brought
her.
that up. If you had, I would. But yes.
Yeah. So we will miss Barb. She's going through a difficult time at the moment. So, but we will just send her condolences and wish her and her family all the blessings in the world.
Her sister-in-law passed, I believe it was. So, yeah.
Wishing her well.
Yeah.
All right, we are here tonight to test our knowledge of all things comics. All things, I mean, I would say Star Trek, but we're not doing Star Trek. We're not doing Star Wars. Maybe we.
I mean, you can try.
We can try. And superheroes. And I want, if you are listening in, please, in the comments section, I'm going to give you time to respond to these questions too. Let's see how many you can get. First up, we're going to talk about superheroes, okay?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try and give you some easy ones at first to warm you up, right? See where you're at, and then we can go to the more difficult ones. Okay. All right. Question number 1. And so how this will work is I'll read the questions and I'll ask one of you, and then I'll ask the other person, and then I'll ask chat if they're going to chime in, and then I'll reveal the answer.
Okay.
All right.
Drum roll.
Right. Okay, this is, again, warm-up round. Which superhero is so strong that even his coffee would be intimidated by his muscles? Basically, the quote-unquote Man of Steel. Martin, who you got?
Oh, the Man of Steel. Well, that's Superman, right?
I don't know. We'll see in a couple seconds. Who you got, Rob?
The Man of Steel?
Man of Steel.
His muscles?
Muscles.
Well, Man of Steel is Superman since early on. Now there's, and that's a superhero, so it must be.
Okay.
There's like Sergeant Steel. There's, there's several others with Steel in their name, but I think the giveaway is Man of Steel. So,
all right.
Okay.
Chad, are you weighing in? Going once, going twice. You are correct. It is both of you. It is Superman. Again, this is a warm-up round. Okay. What's the name of Captain America's super shield, his trusty vibranium-coated sidekick in every epic showdown?
What?
Yeah, I'm going to read it again because I got confused. What's the name of Captain America's super shield, his trusty vibranium-coated sidekick in every epic showdown? So what's the name of Captain America's shield?
Okay, his shield. Not Bucky. Not Bucky, his actual sidekick. The shield itself.
I'll start, Rob. Rob, what do you got?
Oh
I didn't know it had a nickname.
no, it does. It does.
This is gonna be so
Oh.
bad. This is gonna be bad.
No, I have no idea.
No
Shield.
idea. Shield. Wait, so shield is what?
Shield, I guess.
Okay,
Shield,
no,
shield.
nothing on the
No.
front end, nothing on the back, just
For
shield.
the frisbee, yeah. I don't know.
What you got?
Star Spangled Frisbee.
What you
Yeah.
got, Martin?
I know this. I know it.
I'd have to look it up on Google.
Yeah.
No Google, no AI. Don't you?
I know this.
My phone is in my pocket.
Oh my God.
Come on. Okay, I'm stumped. I forgot.
Hey,
I know I've read it.
I
I've
thought you
seen
said
it.
these were first two were easy.
You know what? I thought this one would be easy, and then I read it again, and I was like, "Oh, I'm probably not gonna get this one." Come on, you give me a try. Give me something, Martin. You can give me. I mean, Rob
It's made of vibranium, right? Is it vibranium?
made of vibranium, yes.
Well, in the comics, it's not. It's
it's not made of vibranium.
No, it's made of adamantium.
Adamantium. Adamantium.
That makes more sense.
Oh, okay, okay. Hang on.
This
But they
assumes
didn't-
it's made of vibranium.
didn't-
Though. I'm going to tell you, this question assumes it's made of vibranium.
Oh, it does assume it's made of
So
vibranium.
It's the MCU.
Yeah, it's the MCU.
Oh,
I don't recall him giving it a name, but he probably did, or
Well,
somebody.
somebody
did.
I didn't say it was a nickname either. So I just said, "What is?"
wait.
This is
So
a vague question,
would it be related to a flag or an emblem?
I can't. What? This is you can't phone a friend or get hints. This is simple.
You gotta give us something like.
I'll give this. This is a throwaway question. Okay, this is a throwaway one. It's called Vibranium Shield, that's not So I'll give you that's a crappy one. All right.
What? It was just vibranium shield.
Yep.
So I was right.
You were half right, John.
I was right. It was Shield. Okay.
Vibranium shield.
Just for trying to.
I was going to go with vibranium disc.
But as I'm adding my trivia. The one in the comics is not made of vibranium. It's made of adamantium, which
makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does because and Thanos would not be able to break it.
Yeah.
Adamantium is unbreakable. So yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to have to step out for half a second. I just got to go let the dog do his thing.
Okay.
My apologies.
No, it's okay.
Well, we'll vamp while you're gone.
You'll get the easy one again.
Apparently not. Okay, I'm good. Okay.
This is still a warm up, so this one should be a warm up question.
Vibranium shield. Where did you get these questions?
You know what? The Oracle gave me these questions. Okay. What is the secret identity of the dapper butler who keeps Batman's Batcave spick and span even when the Batmobile needs a polish?
The dapper butler.
Wait. Martin, you were first.
Dapper butler. No. It's Alfred Pennyworth.
That's your answer?
Yes, my answer.
Rob?
Yep, Alfred. Yep.
You're darn right. Both of you are right.
Early on, he only had a first name. He didn't have a last name. I think they added that later.
Years later.
Years later. So.
And he was also at a certain point in time a kind of a covert operative,
agent.
Wasn't he? Yeah,
he was a secret agent. Yeah. Yep.
All right. This is gonna be the last. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Rob.
No, but that was again. That wasn't from the beginning. That was added.
No,
later.
that was later.
It was post hypnotic suggestion. Okay.
All right.
A retcon.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, chat. You guys can chime in too. I'm watching it. So if you think you know the answer, just put it in there. I'll read it out. This is the last of the warm-up round. Then I'm going to go to some real questions, okay? Who's the lightning-fast hero who leaves a trail of blur and witty comebacks in his wake, making even his socks sprint? Rob, who would that be?
Lightning fast. Well,
lightning fast.
Barry Allen was turned into the Flash. by a lightning strike on chemicals in the lab. So and he had a lightning bolt on his chest. So I'm going to go with the Flash.
Okay, Martin. Martin, who you got?
Well, witty banter. I don't recall Flash having much of the witty banter stuff.
In the cartoon series, he does.
Oh, does he? Okay.
He's a smart aleck. Yeah.
Okay. This one can go one of many. Which universe, DC or Marvel?
You don't get that hint. You
You
have a choice to make, Martin.
It's a superhero.
We gave you enough. It was enough in that statement for you to know.
Okay, say it one more time.
Who's the lightning fast hero who leaves a trail of blur and witty comebacks in his wake, making even his socks sprint?
I'm going to go with Impulse.
Impulse? Final answer.
That's good too. Yeah.
Henry from chat says it's the Flash. What's up, Henry? How you doing? The answer is the Flash.
All right.
Impulse, good.
Yeah, that's a good secondary. But yeah, in the Justice League cartoon, he's a smart ass. So
okay. So I don't. So I wouldn't know enough about that. So I would lean to Impulse because also says makes his socks sprint. So
yeah, well,
yeah.
That's just
People answers Flash.
Aside.
So yeah. All right.
Okay, this one is going to be a little. We'll see if you guys get this one.
We're going to go for level 1 now.
This is level 1.
These were level 0.
Yeah.
And now we're into level 1.
Yep. We're stepping it up just a little bit to test. Your knowledge.
All right.
Which lethal spy blends charm, martial arts, and undercover intrigue with a wink and a smile? Who you
Comics
got?
or movies?
Comics?
Comics
it must be superhero.
This is superhero.
Oh, this is still in the superhero. Okay, so which spy with a wink and a smile?
Yeah, which spy? I'll read it again. Which lethal spy blends charm, martial arts, and undercover intrigue with a wink and a smile?
And he's a spy. Oh my. Oi, oi, oi.
You got this. You got
Wink and a
this.
smile.
You got it.
Sergeant Fury?
Final answer?
I'm gonna go with that, yeah.
Okay, Rob, who you
That's
got?
martial arts, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A
yeah.
wink and a smile.
Mm-hmm. Henry, you got to pick one before I say it. Henry, you got to pick one.
That sounds like the Saint, actually.
The Saint?
Although he was a martial artist, so that doesn't fit.
But that's not comic.
It's not comic. Well, I think it was.
Are we still in the comic? Are we still in the comic realm here?
We're in the superhero realm.
Superhero.
The Saint had a movie too, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Val Kilmer played him in the movie.
Yeah. But that's not superhero.
I didn't see the.
Okay,
I didn't see the Val Kilmer movie, so I don't know if he had martial arts.
No, he was just like a disguise artist.
Yeah. Okay.
So who you got?
It's either that or James Bond.
so which one? You got to choose
I'm,
the Saint or
I'm
James
thinking. No, I'm thinking the Saint. Just as a wild guess.
All right, Henry is chiming in with Black Widow.
I thought you said he.
I didn't say he. I'll read it again. I didn't say he. Which lethal spy blends charm, martial arts, and undercover intrigue with a wink and a smile? Now, Martin said he, and I just didn't correct him.
That may be where I got it. But
now,
no, I would have to say, I think Black Widow might be right.
Black Widow is the answer.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, think about it.
Okay, wait. But is that a common trope for her in the comic, or is that in the MCU? Because I don't recall her ever giving a wink and a smile in the comic.
I can't tell you.
Oh.
I just know this is on here. How about this? I'm gonna switch to comics. I'm gonna switch to comics from superheroes so that we can feel like we're on steady,
Yeah,
ground.
because it can be. The problem has been it's been superheroes from because
Right.
Vibranium, Shield, that's from the movies, but there's like I said, that's confusing. Okay, but now it's comics. All right.
So we're in comics. We're gonna level playing field. All right. This one should be a layup, but we'll see. Who was Colossus's primary romantic interest? Rob, who you got?
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty
Final-
Pryde.
Oh, Martin, you just came in there. Kitty Pryde. Henry, you got an answer? Chat, you got an answer? Who was Colossus's primary love interest?
His main squeeze.
Main squeeze. All right, Henry says Kitty Pryde. The answer is Kitty Pryde. Good.
Yeah, what's her code name? I couldn't come up with it in my head.
Kitty Pryde.
No. She's got a code name.
Not Shadowcat. What's her name? What is her?
Yeah. See, you can't come up with it either. Yeah, and she's always referred to as Kitty Pryde, but she does have a code name like Colossus and Cyclops and Marvel Girl and
it's like
the Beast. But I can't think of what it is. I can't think of what. Anybody out there got it?
Yeah, what was Kitty Pryde's name? It's not Shadowcat. What is it, Kitty Pryde?
No, Shadowcat. Well,
she is
Sprite and Ariel.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
It's
She occasionally used the code name Sprite and Ariel.
Oh,
okay.
and Shadowcat apparently.
So Shadowcat is okay.
She was renamed
It was her-
Shadowcat.
Okay.
The alias she would be most associated with.
I was
Shadowcat. Then
okay.
yeah,
I was thinking
yeah.
something else entirely
right.
that I just couldn't come up with. But okay, so
All right,
so
we got it.
I stumped the panel.
We got it though. That's you did. You did. Okay. Now let's see how well you do with this one.
Oh
right.
man.
That's too easy for you guys. This one is not though. I don't know if we can give you that. Trying to give you one that I think that I shouldn't. You know what? I shouldn't even. Maybe you guys will get this. We're talking
Comics.
Yeah, but we don't want to do comic book movies. Who is the child of Scott? This should be a layup. Who is the child of Scott Summers and Madeline Pryor?
Oh,
Martin. Who is it?
I read about the Wait, is it Havoc?
Is that your final answer?
No, Havoc's his brother, isn't it?
Whose brother?
Cyclops. It's Cyclops' brother.
Oh man.
Part of X Factor for a long time. You know this. You know this, Martin.
Martin should, but I stopped.
No,
I stopped reading X-Men about the time that happened.
So
I wasn't getting X-Men at that time.
So now speaking of trivia and trivial things,
I mean, once it comes out, I'll go, oh yeah, because I heard about it, but I can't. But I can't for the life of me bring up who.
So they did this weird They did this weird series in the 90s where
Days of Future Past.
No, not that. It was
not in
kind of
that?
like no.
It is in that.
Oh yeah, well no, yes, but they also did this other I think they took Havoc and they renamed him or something, and then he was kind of like in this alternate universe.
It's an alternate universe, yeah.
And then
go ahead.
But it wasn't the Days of Future Past, but it was. And then his main opponent was the Madeline Pryor Goblin something or another, and so that was and then there's a child in this, and I think that child was supposed to be that was his mother, or I don't know. So but I don't remember the kid's name
No,
off the top of my head.
I remember hearing about this, but I cannot come up with the name of the character because I didn't read
First
the book,
letter. First
so
letter.
So it is.
Can you give us the first letter?
That's gonna give it away.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
I'm
will
sure it
tell
will.
you that this person.
Cable.
Is that your final answer?
That's what I'm going to throw out.
All right, Henry says Cable. Dave Rios, what's up, Dave? Says Cable.
Dave says Cable.
Yeah, he also gave the name of Cable, so Nathan Summers, right?
Oh,
Nathan Summers.
Okay. All right, so they know.
Okay.
That was my guess. That was my guess.
You will be right.
Just
Rob,
pulling
you
it
are
out
right.
my posterior. Yeah.
You are right, and you said you didn't know, and look at you, were right.
Well, I didn't read it. I didn't read the book. Yeah.
Henry said early Marvel he'll be okay, but if you ask DC questions, he'll be done. I think you'll get some of the DC questions.
You will. You will. These aren't real hard if you're a comics fan. I mean, I didn't even read the book, and I came up with Cable. So,
how about this one? The comic book Dick Tracy, the comic series Dick Tracy was created by who? Martin.
Chester Gould.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Rob Davis.
there is a local diner in Columbia, Missouri that has a cartoon on the wall of Dick Tracy and Junior.
Mm-hmm.
And in the lower right-hand corner, it says Chester Gould.
All right,
it's Chester Gould.
Chat, what do you say? They are very confident about this. What do you say? Once, twice. You guys are right. It is Chester Gould. Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't much of a cartoonist, but he could write some pretty good stories. So.
Well, it's interesting to actually, it's interesting to see his progression over time, which is really interesting. So his
I have
his
a
drawings
collection of his early work.
Yeah. So his drawings become more confident over time, but then they also become more iconic, more stamp-like,
very stylized.
Very
you don't. They aren't three-dimensional.
Yeah, no.
You
so
get
they become
a straight on almost every time. So
and they become very very stamp-like.
Yeah,
but,
I think his storytelling is very good, but his cartooning was.
If he says no idea, way before his time.
Chester Gould, I remember reading that every week. Yep.
All right, now before we continue, I just want to announce there is the March Madness bracket out there, so everybody go out there, vote.
Where did I see that? I saw it.
On, so that's a Silverline.
Yeah,
it's on Twitter and it's going to be on Facebook. It's on Facebook, so there's going to be it's our covers.
I either saw it on LinkedIn or Blue Sky as well.
So there's the March Madness covers. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be pairing off the covers against each other from the Silverline books, and you get to vote on which cover you like the best. And I think it starts with 64 covers.
64 covers, yep.
And then we're going to whittle it.
Side.
Yeah, so we're going to whittle it. We have that many books, man.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have lots of books.
How many covers? Yeah.
So
multiple covers. So
So go join the fun. Go look that up on X or on Facebook.
Something for us to
Silverline Comic Madness. Yes. Vote on the covers that you like the best, and we were going to come down to which cover is the best one. Does the cover artists, do they get like a prize or something? Or just bragging rights?
I mean, bragging rights alone is good too.
Yeah, bragging rights. I imagine.
Oh, come on, Roland.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
We're not Marvel or DC.
This is the voting is only on the Facebook group.
Yeah, voting's only on the Facebook group.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get out there, vote. Bragging rights is what they get, and that is good. So give people bragging rights. Go vote.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. Next question.
We're continuing on with the X-Men. All right. Forge and Storm kindled a romantic relationship in their quest to defeat whom?
Wait,
Wait a minute.
who was the first
Who?
one?
Forge,
Forge
Oh,
and
Forge.
Storm.
Forge, yeah, Forge, and Storm kindled a romantic relationship in their quest to defeat whom?
This 90s or
Mark.
80s?
Martin. Give who do you just let's
Magneto.
Who?
Magneto.
Mag-
I didn't read a lot of X-Men books, so I don't know. Apocalypse?
All right. That's your second try. That's your second try. What about you, Rob? Who you got?
White Queen.
Okay. Chat. Who you got? Forge and Storm kindled a romantic
I have
relationship.
no idea. It's a wild guess.
Doctor Doom?
Quest to defeat whom?
Doom.
Oh. Oh my goodness. So there's like but is this 80s or 90s?
Doesn't say.
Right.
It says X-Men.
That's right.
We could be talking about, with the Iceman and the Angel and just that X-Men instead of the new X-Men or the Uncanny X-Men or
Yeah, the only
giant-sized Uncanny X-Men. No idea.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back with Magneto. Sure, that's all I got.
It's a good stab. And
right.
mine's an okay stab, but I don't know that that's it. But
You're wrong.
I figured.
It's the adversary. It's the adversary.
The adversary.
I don't even know who the hell that is. That must have been after I stopped reading the damn book.
And I think that's probably X-Men 97 that they get that from.
Oh wow.
No, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Is what we guess.
Okay.
Who's the leader? Here, who's the leader of the Avengers?
Captain America.
Oh,
who's the leader?
Yeah.
Well, it rotates. Or it did in the original run before Captain America took over as the leader. And that was issue 15, I think. So we're talking early.
Yeah.
But it rotated. The chairman of when they had meetings, it rotated. Sometimes it was the Wasp, sometimes it was Giant Man, sometimes it was Iron Man. So it rotated. Now, lately I don't know if there's a permanent leader or not, but if so, it would almost have to be Captain America.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Who you got, Martin?
Well, I'm gonna go with Rob and Henry here. Captain America is the primary, but in general they did rotate. So,
well, you all are right. Captain America.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one I don't think.
because he's a strategic genius. The super soldier serum gave him super genius strategy ability. So there you go.
But I will make this comment though, if I remember reading correctly, particularly George Perez's run when he came back in the 90s to kind of like do the reboot. Even though Captain America seemed to be the linchpin of the leadership role,
yeah,
his leadership style, at least the way it was written, from what I could tell, was kind of more along the lines of not really giving direction so much as keeping the peace.
Oh,
so whenever they were like planning something, it was kind of like everyone was around the table, like giving their 2 cents and whatever, and then it's like, okay, that's a plan, let's go, right?
I think
he was a leader in the sense of he was.
I think on Perez's first run, the Wasp was the leader for a while.
Mm.
Yeah,
I seem to remember when George Perez was on the book for a while. It was the Wasp was the leader, which it actually ran pretty well under her. So,
all right. Well,
I think Cap was gone at the time. He was out of the group.
You got
Okay.
the hero. You got the hero side of it. Now let's talk villains.
Oh, here we go.
Mr. Sinister forms a group of villains called what?
Oh,
Rob, what do you got?
Masters of Evil.
yeah, Mr. Sinister. No,
These are actually. I know who these people are, but I don't know if that's what they're called.
the Masters of Evil is actually a group.
Masters
It is one of the
Evil
groups.
was actually Avengers.
Yeah.
This was, yeah, but
Oh,
it's Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel.
Mhm.
That's the evil
Or
group
name?
of villains. But but there's they have their own title, and I think Evil's in the name, but it's not Masters of Evil. That was an Avengers group. Or
All right,
villains.
Dave Rio says the Reavers. Henry
Reavers?
said no idea.
After my time.
No. It would be before your time, actually.
What do
That's
you
what I
got?
think it is.
Sinestro?
Yeah.
Mr. Not Sinestro. It's Mr. Sinister.
Oh, no.
Mr. Sinister. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Mr. Sinister.
Sinestro, that's a whole other thing. Okay.
That is
Oh. I know I read about it, and I read the mini series that kind of had a weird thing where he went into the past and he was either cobbling the group together or something.
So you know it, dig deep.
But the name, can you give us a letter?
All these hints, why
I need to buy a letter. Can I buy a vowel?
M. I will give you the
M?
first letter of it is M as in Mike.
M. Okay, M.
Masters of Evil.
Masters of Evil. Was it the Misfits?
Okay, is that your final answer?
Sure. It was something more sinister than that, though. It was a sinister name.
The Misfits. Yeah. Come on.
Misfits. No. Yeah. Yeah. Once you say it, I'll remember it. But no.
Yeah. Me too. But I can't.
See, Dave finally got it. Dave finally got it. I don't know.
Did
you
he?
said Reavers at first. Oh no.
Marauders.
No, that was sorry. I clicked that's Henry. Henry said mutants. That's all of them.
No, laugh out loud.
Right. Marauders.
All right.
Marauders.
Wow.
Marauders.
Yeah.
What did they get called that?
At some point.
I must have missed that one because that.
I gotta bring up. You know what? I gotta bring up the morale. I'm gonna give you a layup. How did Blade get his powers? Martin. How did
Blade the vampire hunter?
That's right. How did he get his powers?
He got bit by a vampire.
Final answer?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Rob.
Yeah.
He wasn't my cup of tea. So.
Bit by a vampire. I don't know if it was Dracula or another vampire, but he was bit by a vampire.
I want you both to rethink it. I want
you do.
I want you both to
He drank Dracula's blood.
Now I see Henry knows. So
I thought he got bit by a vampire.
You thought Blade got bit by a vampire?
Yeah.
Right. It was passed down.
It was Blade's mother.
Oh, okay.
Right. He was born with it.
See, I never read the book, so or saw any of the movies. So
guys, that's supposed to be the layup. Okay, this is layup.
No.
Layup. Who co-created Spider-Man? Rob.
Steve Ditko.
Rob, who co-created Spider-Man?
Stan Lee.
Martin, who co-created Spider-Man?
Oh, the co-creators were Steve Ditko and
Ditko
and Stan Lee.
Well, Jack Kirby actually started out as a co-creator. The look of Spider-Man was done by Steve Ditko.
Right. Yeah.
And he also essentially wrote the first 38 issues. So Steve Ditko.
Yeah.
And Henry says Stan Lee and Ditko too. So who do you got, Martin?
Well, yeah. So historically, I think historically, Rob has it right that Jack Kirby illustrated the first issue or something, or the first couple issues, and then Ditko took over.
I don't know that he drew any issues. If he did,
but actual creation of Spider-Man, the actual creation, I don't know if Kirby did create him.
He
So
did a
I'm
drawing of a character that looks nothing like the present Spider-Man. He
right,
even had a gun.
right.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
time where
So
he shot his
I'm
gun
going
with webs for webs.
Oh
I'm going
So
I'm going Ditko Lee. I'm going Ditko Lee with the caveat that Kirby was involved.
You can't. I'm saying I was sprinkle every possible.
which is exactly what I said. No,
Oh my
no.
god.
Jack Kirby was brought in a character called, I think it was the Silver Spider, is what he was called originally, and Stan Lee changed the name to Spider-Man, and then handed it off to Ditko to create. So it's really the Spider-Man we know now is Lee Ditko. So that's
Yeah,
my final answer.
Lee Ditko, your final answer. Henry said Jack Kirby Spider-Man was basically Captain America with no shield with a web gun.
Yes, very close.
And then Dave said, I think it was Ditko designed him visually. He left because he did not get credit for it.
Well, he didn't get credit for writing the book. He was essentially writing the book toward the last 5 or 6 issues, and he left partially for that, and partially for the fact that he and Stan Lee argued over the secret identity of the Goblin. He didn't want it to be Harry Osborn. He wanted it to be somebody that hadn't been shown before. So it was just that they weren't talking for like the last 6 months of the book. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it was pretty. You can, if you go to YouTube and plug in Ditko, you could probably find. I just recently watched a series talking about all this. Go over to YouTube and type in Ditko and see if you can't find that. But it talks about that whole deal. Ditko was an interesting human being.
Well, you guys are all right. It was Stanley and Ditko. So okay.
Right.
Now that your morale is back
That's
up.
a layup. That's a layup.
Let's take it. Let's test it again. This should be a layup. The Fantastic Four received their powers after what?
Going into space.
Bombarded by cosmic rays.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got going into space. We got
cosmic rays in space. Yeah.
Cosmic rays in space. Cosmic rays. Anybody else? Going once. Twice. 3 times later. It is a space flight. So cosmic rays, I will give it. It counts.
Okay. Well, it was a space flight. Yeah. That's the only way you can get the cosmic rays is get outside the Van Allen belts. So yes.
So we're gonna really push your knowledge. Red Tornado first appeared in what issue?
Oh, what? Oh my goodness! What?
Martin, the Red Tornado.
The Red Tornado from DC Comics.
No, originally from another comic book company.
Yeah, but he ended up in DC.
Same one that did Captain Marvel.
This is the DC one, though. This is the DC.
Okay.
What was the first issue that he appeared in DC Comics?
Yep.
In DC Comics.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Like, okay.
Amazing Man.
Okay. Well,
number one. Amazing Man number 1.
We're going to have to do 20 questions on this one because it wasn't Red Tornado issue number 1 because that didn't exist. So, was it a side book?
It was a team book.
It was a team book.
Oh, you're talking about a different Red Tornado. Okay.
Teen Titans?
I have no idea then.
You say Teen Titans was? I mean, this would ask you for the issue number, but I will give it to you if you can give me the name of the overarching
Yeah, I'm going to go with Teen Titans.
What about you, Rob? You said what did
Amazing.
you say?
Amazing Man.
Amazing.
Apostrophe Amazing Man.
Okay, because I was like Amazing Man. I don't think that was
no. Amazing Man.
Okay.
Amazing Man. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Red Tornado design is flawed as his cape would always wrap around his body because of his powers. That's so funny.
Justice League.
Oh, Henry says Justice League.
I think
All right.
Henry's right that it is Justice League. I don't know
He's
which issue number, but I believe that's right.
You're darn right. Henry is right. It is Justice League of
Oh
America number
boy.
64.
Mm-hmm.
Number what?
Yeah,
64.
Hmm.
64.
64, eh?
64. I couldn't even got close to what number, but yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's right. But there was also a version of Red Tornado in the book in a funny book from DC called Amazing Man with an apostrophe before it. Amazing Man. So
You sure it's not the same one?
no, this one is it's a female, and she puts a pot over her head and wears a red
Yeah.
costume, and
Yeah.
calls herself the Red Tornado.
Yeah. I
So,
remember that.
and
Yeah.
I believe that was in the first issue of Amazing Man. A
Yeah.
great fun book if something to seek out. Check it out in the dollar bins or whatever. It wasn't a hugely popular book, but it was a fun book. It was a really fun book.
Mhm.
Worth seeking out.
All right, now I'm really going to test you. I won't know the answers to these.
Oh boy.
Hagar the Horrible's right-hand man is called what?
Oh
boy.
crap! I have no idea what that guy's name is.
That's the ones you brought up.
Wait. Wasn't it Eddie?
Is it? Tell me.
I'm gonna go with Eddie.
What do you say, Rob? You gotta give me some guess. At that point, you gotta give me something. Johnny?
Ugh. I have no idea. I have no idea. I didn't know he had a name. I mean, yeah.
And the answer is Lucky Eddie. You are correct.
Oh, very
you
good.
Are correct.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I forgot the lucky part, but it was Eddie. I remember Eddie. Yeah. So actually, there's a great joke that I learned from Hagar the Horrible, and Hagar comes in.
I haven't read that strip since the turn of the century.
Right. So because we have to understand it's the Viking era, right? He sits down, and he sits down for his meal, and his wife goes, "Here's brunch," and he goes, "What's that?" And he goes, "That's breakfast and lunch stuck together." And he's like, "Oh, erp, when's lupper?"
That's about right.
Here we go. This should be a layup.
Breakfast.
This should be a layup for you guys.
You've been saying that all along, and they never are. Go ahead.
Lucius Fox is the business manager for which superhero, Rob? Lucius Fox.
Yeah, Batman.
Oh, Batman? Trying to answer?
Yeah,
Who do
Batman.
you say, man?
Yeah, Batman.
He's part of Wayne Enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the comics and in the movies.
See?
Yeah.
See? Look at that.
That was a layup. That was a layup.
Yeah.
For once, you were right. It was a layup.
Yeah. Henry said Batman too.
Okay.
All right. This is going to be interesting. Strong guy from X Factor uses what to enhance his strength? Rob.
I never read X Factor.
God, you're killing me.
X Factor. What does he use to enhance his
Strong
strength?
guy. Yeah.
I don't even know who was in X Factor.
We'll have to look. That's X Force, I think. Never mind.
Oh, is it Juggernaut? Juggernaut. Like some sort of ruby or emerald or something that.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that's all.
Okay, I'll just throw some his belt.
Spinach.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Popeye. No.
Okay, I'm gonna try and give you guys hints on this.
Juggernaut with the emerald or the ruby thing.
Ruby of Sidorak, right?
Yeah.
Cryotech Sidorak, however you pronounce
something like that. Yeah.
Whatever. So you're saying a ruby. What if I told you it's not a thing?
It's not a thing.
It is a I don't want to say that because that gives it away.
Well, is it something he injects into himself?
Well,
No, that would be a thing.
yeah.
Oh, it's not a thing. Oh, what does he use to? Oh, give him strength.
So I'm gonna read it again. Strong guy from X Factor uses what to enhance his strength? So, you know, I mean, I liked your. I mean, if I were to ask you that about the Juggernaut, yeah, he has the ruby, but what does Juggernaut really? What is it about Juggernaut?
He's unmovable and indestructible. That's what he is. He's not. Well, he is strong too, but that's not.
Oh, momentum.
Right. So Juggernaut uses momentum. I mean, so how would you, so if I told you strong guy was very similar.
So this guy's similar. So okay, so he uses momentum.
But I wouldn't say this is momentum, right?
So Juggernaut
flight.
Oh, you say flight? You say flight?
I'll say flight.
What do you say?
It was strong guy, and then he enhances his strength with something, or with.
Dave said Juggernaut is unstoppable. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't. I'm at a loss. So.
It is kinetic energy, right?
Kinetic energy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, movement. Yeah.
And who was the character?
Strong guy.
That was the name of the character? Oh, I thought that was just a description of.
See, I don't even know what the names of the freaking characters are.
I thought that was just a description of the character. Like, it's a strong guy in the X Factor. I didn't realize that was his actual name.
Yeah,
you know what? You know what? I will say I'm going to ask you guys this question, but I take issue with this question because I don't like. Okay.
You don't like the way it's worded?
Well, I won't say. Here you go.
Okay.
Harley Quinn was the Joker's what before becoming his sidekick?
Psychiatrist.
Rob.
Yes.
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist?
Yeah. Psychiatrist or psychologist. Yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Yeah, you guys got it. So I mean, the answer is doctor, but she was. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what is your? I mean, was Harley Quinn really represented in the comics a long time ago?
No,
I thought she wasn't.
No.
Yeah, I thought that wasn't.
She was invented in the comics cartoon.
Right.
Yeah. She was introduced there, and they liked the character so much.
So they moved over.
Introduced her in the comic books, and she. Look at her today. She's got her own book. So yeah.
No.
Popular character. I love the character.
Yeah,
and I thought Lady Gaga playing her in the last Joker movie was a brilliant move. I heard it didn't come off all that well, but that she's perfect.
Did it well.
Yeah. So I haven't seen either Joker movie because neither one of them look like anything I'd be interested in watching. If it popped up on cable, I might watch it. But so
yeah.
No. That said.
Yeah, she started in Batman animated.
Batman animated series. Yes. Yeah. Bruce Timm. That stuff.
So no, that said, they have come up with a brilliant name for a character, which is the new Joker girlfriend. I don't know where she is at in that milieu at the moment, but Punchline is her.
Yeah, Punchline is
like that's a great name. That's an awesome name.
Well, any sidekick of the Joker, yeah, that would have been. All right, this one I'm expecting you comic book aficionados to know this.
Comic nerds, okay.
Right. In which country was the comic Tank Girl first released?
Oh crap! I'm gonna guess the United Kingdom.
That's your final answer, Rob?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Martin?
It's a guess.
Yeah, Great Britain or the United Kingdom. Yeah.
Why not America? What? Why Great Britain for this?
Well, that's where the creator's from.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any guesses in the chat for the right answer?
Or Australia.
Oh, nice. See, you can't say. Which one are you picking? Right?
I'm going with Great Britain, UK, because that's where the creator's
You may
from.
be right about Australia, though.
All right. Henry says Australia.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Dave says UK. The answer is the UK.
Yeah.
I got it right. Okay.
You guys got it. I'm trying to throw curveballs. So you guys are doing well on this these comic ones. So I have to do this. We're gonna do Star Wars. I'm gonna ask you. We only got a few minutes left, so I'm gonna ask you Star Wars questions.
Okay.
I'll leave it to you.
Long
Would
as
you
it's not
prefer?
from, long as it's not from that last piece of excrement they put out that I didn't even watch. So,
Would
okay,
you
go
prefer
ahead.
Star Trek or Star Wars? I'll give you a choice.
Well, and again, as long as it's not it's recent stuff, because I haven't watched Picard, I haven't watched, yeah. But
Okay,
Strange
look.
New Worlds, I really like that show. Go ahead.
There
Go
are
ahead.
two
You
forms of
pick.
poop. There are two forms of poop in front of you. Which
Star
one?
Trek. Let's go Star Trek. We'll try Star Trek.
All right. We'll do Star Trek. Oof. Let's see if you. I don't know if you guys are gonna get this.
Is it current stuff? If it's current stuff, I'm out.
This isn't current. I mean, it depends on what you call current. Oh, look at this. Henry said Star Wars is 77, 80, and 83 only. Hey, the stuff they tried.
I'm almost with you. I'm almost with the first one wasn't bad. If they'd actually gone in with a story to tell from the very beginning instead of this haphazard crap that they did and slapping stuff on it to make it work.
No,
you can't do patchwork. You have to have a through story that you're trying to tell. That you foreshadow in the first one and then you pay off in the third one. But they didn't do that. So that's why it was a piece of excrement. Okay.
Well, they lost me after the Immaculate Conception, so
oh my God.
I was like, I'm out.
All right. Who was the first Starfleet captain to encounter the Borg after the events in Star Trek First Contact? Slightly altered linear history.
Who was the first Starfleet
He was
captain?
the first Starfleet captain to encounter the Borg after the events in Star Trek First Contact. Slightly altered linear history.
I am Archer.
You say Archer?
I'm saying
Who do
Archer.
you say, Martin?
I don't know enough of the backstory.
He didn't know it was.
So all I know is Picard. So I'll go with Picard.
Henry said Picard as well. The answer is Archer. Jonathan Archer. Gosh, look at you. Look at you, Rob. All right.
He didn't call them the Borg, and he didn't know that's what they were. But yeah.
This one should be a layup. It's unfortunate that this should be a layup, but this one should be a layup. In the Star Trek Voyager series, Captain Janeway is well known for drinking coffee. She wasn't the only one, though, who had a 2-pot limit per day of a type of coffee called Landra's Blend.
Oh.
Rob, who would that person be aboard Voyager?
I'm trying to think who else drank coffee on the on Voyager.
Henry said Neelix.
Actually, Ensign Kim.
Okay, you say Ensign Kim?
That's a guess. That's a guess. That's a wild guess.
Okay,
I didn't watch enough of the show to know. So
well, name somebody. Just name a person.
I don't know any of the characters. I've watched like a show here and there, and that was it. So
my second guess would be, and I'm blanking on his name.
The Star Trek,
the science officer.
Is that the one where they had the guy with the big brown head and the sharp
David
teeth?
may be right too. It might be Belana Torres, but I'm gonna make a wild guess of.
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
It is Lieutenant Torres.
Okay, that was a good guess. Mine was just I did not remember that. I did not.
And who knew that they still drank coffee in space?
Oh yeah.
In the future.
Here's the last question. It's a Star Trek question. Here we go. Layup. Should be a layup. Which crew member was it implied that Data became intimate with?
Tasha Yar.
You say Tasha Yar?
Yes. Final answer.
Martin.
The new age doctor lady.
Martin, you gonna give me some? What does that mean?
I don't know what her name was.
Martin, what?
The brown haired mean girl, whatever her name was. The Deanna Troy.
Deanna Troy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this.
That's all I got. Sorry.
Oh wow. Okay.
What
Did
Star
you ever watch Next Generation?
I know.
I watched more Next Generation than Voyager, so but like
Oh
Okay.
my gosh!
Alright.
So Henry says Tasha Yar.
It was like this first season episode.
The answer is Tasha Yar.
all right.
Look at this.
Yeah, Data
was
was
like that?
it was The Naked Now is the name of the episode.
Yeah.
And Tasha is getting really frisky, and she walks up to him and she she asks Data if he can, and he goes, "Yes, I'm fully functional."
Fully functional. That's right.
Okay, I remember this character, but I don't ever recall her name or anything like that. So.
Tasha Yar. She was only in the first season, so
Yeah, because
Okay.
she died. Didn't she die? She died. She got
yeah,
killed.
in a very ignominious death.
Yeah.
Yes, it was not a very. It was a horrible episode.
Yeah.
The episode the episode didn't even make sense.
But didn't it become a meme? It became like a funny
You
thing.
did.
Yeah.
I downloaded the wrong Star Trek show.
Yeah.
Bring the character back for an episode called I believe it's Yesterday's Enterprise, where it interacts with the Enterprise D interacts with the Enterprise C, and Tasha Yar was it's an alternate timeline, and Tasha Yar was still on board the Enterprise.
board.
So it's actually one of the better episodes in Next Generation. Yesterday's Enterprise.
That's pretty cool.
It was,
All right.
it was a very good episode.
Well, that was trivia night. You know, I didn't keep score this time. Next time, it's gonna be a competition,
man,
though. I just wanted to warm
I missed
you up.
more than I hit.
I think you hit a lot of them.
I hit.
Yeah, I think you guys hit a lot of them.
You changed to Trek, and I still don't. I'm going to have to look into that coffee thing. The Bolana Torres makes sense, but I would have thought she'd had Roctagino as her coffee drink, because that's what Worf drank on Deep Space Nine.
That would make sense.
Roctagino. So okay, but anyway.
All right,
that's trivia. We weren't.
Look at that.
Those questions weren't asked. So,
but we wouldn't even have to. We could have been diving into that stuff, but y'all didn't want to do Star Trek right away. But
well, I didn't want to blow everybody else out of the water, because I know. Well, of course I didn't. I missed one, but I know a lot of Trek lore. So
you would have killed it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've shown you all. I've shown you all the models I have hanging in my studio. They're all Star Trek models. So yeah.
Well, all right. All you listeners out there, thank you for joining us for another Wednesday Wham show with trivia. Next time I'm taking score. Next time it's a competition. Next time we're going to see who's going to win.
Hopefully Barb will be here as well.
Yeah,
so we have a third person to play.
Definitely.
Some of the questions you came, I went, I don't know this stuff. Anyway, but Barb probably would have. So
yeah, especially I had the Elf Quest trivia up too. I wanted her to chime in.
Ooh, yeah, pull that up. I'm clueless. I have no idea what any of that is.
You may know more than you think.
About the only thing I would know is that they're called Wolf Riders. That's it. So.
All right. Well, join us next time when we do that. Right? We take score. We make it a competition. But as we like to close out every show, don't forget to go March Madness, March. Vote
on Facebook.
Yeah,
vote on Facebook. Yep.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Vote.
So March Madness covers, Silverline covers, comic book covers. They're going to be matched up. You select the ones that you like until we get to the one that's the number one cover.
Yeah.
So
we have a book in previews.
Mm-hmm.
What's in previews this month?
Isn't it tiny? Isn't it tiny?
No, Tiny. I ordered Tiny a couple months ago.
Oh.
What is it? I'm blanking. Look it up real quick.
Silverline previews.
I am blanking entirely. It's
I
not
am too.
March
Trunks.
2025.
Is it Wolf Hunter?
Divinity.
I think it is Wolf
Divinity. It's Divinity.
It's Divinity one.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barb
Yeah.
would have had that in a
I know.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
All right, go out. Divinity. Preview.
Yep, it's in previews. Order it. Go to your
Yep.
comic shop. Tell them you want it badly.
Yeah, March Madness. Go vote for the cover. And as we like to say here on Silverline at the close of the show, make mine
Silverline.
Hi, I'm Greg Horn. Make mine Silverline.